I seem drunk to you?
So today we're going to take a look at ThreeZero's Fallout 4 T-60 power armor. This is a super rare figure in my country. You can't really get this guy like in the wild or even online, because once he's online he's sold out super fast depending on the price. And even if he is available, the price is just completely fucking stupid for what he is. So I was able to get him from a nice seller. He was very nice about the offer and all that. As you can see, the box is kind of messed up a bit. It suffered some water damage, but that's what you tend to get when you buy secondhand stuff. And the figure does suffer from some damage, but I'll show you guys that in a minute. So yeah, this is the T-60 power armor. There are a whole collection here that ThreeZero did, but honestly, I'm only looking for the X50, I think, and the Nuka-Cola one. Everything else is just how do you say, replicas, and it's just the variety is not really there. So plus these guys are expensive, so and they're huge. So yeah, with that being said, let's take a look at this big honking girl. And here she is, the T-60. Well, it's not really super powered up yet, because you can actually remove the little pieces of the power armor to reveal the inside, which is a very cool concept. So I don't know, initially you're getting two figures, I guess, one inside, one outside, but she does have some issues. So let's take a closer look at this very messed up girl. And here's a closer look at the, well, naked T-60 armor. Hope the lighting's okay. But yeah, for this armor set, you get like a female head, the female protagonist of Fallout 4. I forgot her name. I don't know if she has a name, but this is it. This is her. And the naked armor set. Not naked, it's just the interior design of the armor. But as you can see, if you can tell, she does have that pleather issue. This pleather is gone. I can't fix it. Once pleather is like this for a figure, the best thing you can do is not touch it, because this thing will just flake off, honestly. And the connection between the top and the bottom half, there's a ball peg that completely deteriorated. So she's basically balancing on whatever she has there. So that's an issue as well. I don't blame the seller. I mean, he was honest. There was some pleather issues. And the plastic inside of this figure, I don't know if you guys have plastic cookery or whatever, but when it gets yellow, it gets super brittle. I think that's what happened inside this figure. The plastic just got too brittle and just snapped or broke off. Maybe I'll show a close-up of what happened. But everything else seems okay. I mean, aside from the pleather and the broken connection, everything seems okay. I did do a very extensive look at her, and she seems okay thus far. No broken pieces. There's nothing intricate. It does look intricate, but the way ThreeZero built it, it was smart, because some of these are just molded plastic, like these tubes, so you don't have to worry about it breaking. But I'm also concerned that this type of plastic they use, it gets sticky. If you guys collect figures for a while, you get these rubber type accessories on a figure, and over time, I don't know why, it gets sticky and slimy. So I'm really scared of that happening to this figure. But yeah, this is what it looks like. So essentially, when you play the game and you get damaged while playing the power armor, the sections basically just break away and it reveals the inside of the power armor. So this is the gimmick that ThreeZero is trying to apply, sorry. So yeah, this is her. So with that being said, maybe let's take a look at what she comes with. Oxygen tank, another oxygen tank, armor valve, fusion core, another fusion core, machine gun, a scope, machine gun clip extender, helmet, and a head. So these are the things the T-60 armor comes with. It's not a lot, honestly, but because it has so many pieces of armor, I think it compensates for the lack of accessories. So with that being said, let's take a look at this honking machine gun thing. So this is a standard machine gun you get in the game. It's not really modded with the mods you get with, like, you can upgrade these weapons in the game, but this is a standard one. So this is how it looks like. Paint is nice. There is some weathering. These parts are rubber, so it doesn't snap off, but because it's soft rubber, it kind of droops, so that's kind of weird. Yeah, see, it droops. But for the most part, this thing does look game accurate, for me at least. But the problem, the stupid part is about this gun is the figure can't hold it. It has such big honking fingers that it just moves around in its hand. It's not secure in its hand when I put it in, and I can't pose the figure as if it's firing it either because it's such a bulky figure. It would just look really awkward, so that's one of the drawbacks about this figure. Yeah, there is extenders with the wrist. I'll show you guys that in a bit, but it doesn't really help it hold this gun properly, honestly. Next up, we have this gun's sights. I guess the mod you get in the game. So I guess I'll just show you how you attach it real quick. So you just slide it in here and it's good to go. I think it's this way. Yeah, so it's really snug in there. You don't have to. I hope that's the right way. I didn't break this, did I? But yeah, that's how it looks like. Along with other gun accessories, you do have like a gun clip. So there's a standard clip for the gun you get in the game. It's weathered nicely and all that. Ooh, what's that? And then along with this clip, you get another clip, the clip extender, I guess what you call it. So you get more ammo. So there's an upgrade clip thing you get in the game. And this is what I'll use to pose with this figure. So let's just basically plug it in there. It's good to go, basically. Yeah, it's snug. It's ready to go. And there you go. Oops. Basically, that's how it looks. Got a little too excited there. These are, I don't know what they are, like gas tanks or oxygen tanks or something. I mean, they're not fuel tanks because the power armor is fueled by fusion cores over there, so I don't know what these are, but I don't know, filtration systems for oxygen. So basically it's magnetized and you plug it into some ports. Now this is only meant for the naked armor set. So you just plug it in and I'll show you guys that in a bit as well. So you get two of those here. Then along with that you get like this valve. This is basically to open the armor and all that. And yeah, this is again for the naked one. It just magnetizes and it's good to go. And along with that you get two fusion cores. Now each fusion core is meant for each specific armor type, so I think this is for the naked one and this is for the, how do you say, the fully armored one. But as you can see, the paintwork is really well done. Again, ThreeZero with paintwork, there is no flaw with their paintwork when it comes with ThreeZero. They know how to weather things properly. And yeah, that's what the bottom looks like. And then you have the head sculpt of this figure. Now this figure is the only figure that comes with a female head sculpt. And yeah, it's okay, I guess, for ThreeZero standards. Obviously it's not Hot Toys quality, but you know, ThreeZero, I don't think ThreeZero does a lot of realistic head sculpts. I could be wrong. Wait, yeah, I am wrong. They do like Game of Thrones, right? So yeah, I'm wrong there. So, but this is based off of a game character, so even in game they do look a little weird. So I guess they hit it on the nail with this. This is the hair. It does suffer from damage against a secondhand figure, so you know, be prepared to have these little nicks and all that, which I'm okay with, honestly. I did get it at a fair price, and you know, again, getting these guys out in the wild is damn near impossible. So yeah, that's the head sculpt for this T-60 armor set. And lastly, the main draw, I guess, is the helmet, the Brotherhood of Steel helmet, the very iconic helmet from all the series, I guess. And it does have a light up feature. There's a button here. I just put in fresh batteries. The batteries, I forgot what they're called, but if you have any Iron Man, honestly, you just steal the batteries from there and you could just plug it into these ones. I guess I could show you the battery compartment real quick. Oh, it's really snug in there. And that's the battery compartment there. 3 batteries, I guess. I don't know. I just jammed whatever. Because I wasn't really thinking it'll work since it's an old figure and it's secondhand. I thought the mechanism in here would be broken, but you know, it works. It's not really bright, honestly, but it does the trick. I don't know why this doesn't light up though. This is a lamp too, right? I don't know. That's kind of a missed opportunity to make like the yellow filter here. That'd be cool. But yeah, this is the Brotherhood of Steel helmet, and you could see all the weathering. Again, ThreeZero, 3A, Underverse, whatever. When it comes to paint, they know what the fuck they're doing. You guys don't really have to worry about paint. A good paint job when it comes to this company. I mean, they know what to do. It's like with face sculpts with Hot Toys. Well, I could be wrong. Some of the face sculpts from Hot Toys are complete shit. So, but suffice to say, 3A, ThreeZero, Underverse, when it comes to paint work, you guys don't have to worry about that. And with that being said, let's take a look at the bunch of armor pieces this thing comes with. And as you can see, these are the armor pieces the T-60 comes with, and it is a bit. So yeah, if I could just take one just to show you guys the level of detail each armor set has, each armor piece has. I mean, look at that. It actually looks like metal. Again, ThreeZero knows what they're doing when it comes to paint. Now, it does come with an instruction manual, so they don't basically just give you all this shit and expect you to figure it out. So it does come with this. Excuse the stain again, a secondhand figure. But it does tell you what thing goes where and everything. The snapping of each of the armors gets a bit tricky for some pieces, but it does widget there if you find the sweet spot. It does tell you what to do, what not to do, and all that. You can dislocate her shoulder part and all that, where the fusion core comes with. Oh, that's the battery, AG1, I guess. Shows you where the switch is. It basically tells you how to fidget these things in. But you know what? With that being said, let's take a closer look at the naked armor first, and then let's stick these things on later, because it's gonna be pretty fun. So just a quick how-to on how to attach the valve and all that onto the naked armor is pretty simple, pretty idiot-proof, honestly. So basically you have a magnet there, this thing has a magnet, and you just put it in there. Then you have the fusion core here, and then it just basically magnetics there. Next up we have these two, canisters, I guess. These two canister thingy-mabobs here. And I think this one goes here. I could be wrong. I think this one goes here. Yep. And this one goes here. And it snaps on like stupid easy. And these hoses does plug in, if you could see like the little thingy-mabob there. You just have to feed it to the hose. And yeah. Then the other side has another little peg thingamabob there. Yeah, you could see the damage on this figure, man. Look at that. You can't fix this. I don't know, you get paint or something. But yeah, that's how you attach I guess the accessories this naked set comes with. So that being said, let's take a closer gander at this figure. Yep. And here's a close-up of the, I guess, not naked armor, I don't know why I keep saying that, the inner armor. And you can see all the deterioration of the pleather in this figure. Now I thought there was a separate figure in here, another figure within this, but it's not. It's basically two halves. And you could see, like, you could actually see the figures like insides here, which is a nice touch. You got like individually articulated fingies. Okay, there we go. Oh no. You can see the inner workings. It doesn't have hands, it just has nubs. It's kind of freaky. So you got some magnet points here just for the armor sets. Like these hoses are rubbery. I'm scared these are the rubber that gets sticky and gross over time. But look at the detail. The detail is nice. I like the detail. Oh, like these flaps here. You could articulate those. This is also rubber, but the joints there is a bit tight. Hope the focus is okay. Here's a close-up of the mess. Again, I have to put it in this how you say, stand, because this figure does not stand well at all. If you guys have like big ThreeZero figures, you know the problem they have. They don't really stand very well. So you can articulate these fingers. And yeah, this is how it looks like. So, I guess there's no point delaying anymore. Let's try and stick the armor sets onto this thing. Oh boy. So let's try assembling the bottom half first. Try is the word here. So this is the left part of the ankle bit, I guess. So this will go here. If you could see the magnets, they just come off honestly from the inside, so you just have to repeg it in, and I guess this like that. But it does leave like a gap a bit, so I don't know if this is the right way to do it. I'm following the manual, but you know, this says right? Yeah, it's an R, so it goes here. This is the right side of it. Done. Okay, next up we have her toes. So this says left, so this will go here. Right? So you just slide that shit in. It's good to go. Then you have the right one, you slide it in. Yeah, there we go. We got the toes all good. Now for the shitty part. We got these honking pieces. It snaps off, but yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look how brutal that looks. So let's try. Let's just try. Let's stop bitching and just do this. Okay, it's pretty simple. I don't know why last time I did this it was just like, it's just things kept falling, like things wouldn't snap like what I'm dealing with right now. So this is a pain in the ass because you have to find that sweet spot with each piece, and then sometimes I don't know, it just doesn't want to cooperate with you, honestly. Is this the right piece? It should be. Yeah, there we go. You just really have to force that shit in, and it kind of scares me when you do that, because if you lose a peg, there's no way for it to like clasp properly. So let's do it for the other leg. There we go. So how's your guys' days going? It's a Saturday here in the morning, and this is what I'm doing. I don't know what's wrong with this. Like, do I really have to like pinch the shit out of it? Okay, it's going. There we go. You just really have to force that shit in, I guess. And I guess that's the bottom part of the figure. Hope the light's okay. Let's see. Back it up a bit. So you can see the flakes already. These little white bits, that's from the clothing. So yeah, let's move on to the arms and chest. Well, before we move to the arms and chest, we still have this midsection to figure out. So let's see. So this is the left part. Now this is the thigh armor piece. If you guys can see that. Don't know why the camera's acting up, but there we go. This part's rubbery, which is kind of weird. It's like a shark fin. But then you could basically snap that off, and let's try in camera. Because this needs to flex because it's at a very weird area of the armor. And honestly, I'm just gonna mess up here, I know it, because it's so finicky. I might have to edit this part out. It's more work for me, but... Oh, is that it? I think I got it. Yeah, okay. Wasn't so bad. Was that even in frame? There we go. So the more armor sets I put on, the more unruly this figure gets because it's so unbalanced. That's what I hate about these big figures from 3A. It's just weirdly unbalanced. So let's see if I could mimic what I did on the other side. I'm just basically trying to find a sweet spot. It's just a feel for it, you know? There is no like clear-cut way. You just have to feel that if it feels right, you just... Oh, we have the stand in the way now. Let's see if I get that out of the way. Yeah, so you just feel for it and it's good to go. Oh yeah, I did mention that the midsection did have a breakage. So let's see if I could show that real quick. So, ready? So if you open this shit up, you could see there's a ball there, and what it pegs into is just completely deteriorated. So she's basically just balancing. Oh, you have to remove those parts as well if you want to put on the armor. I forgot to do that. There you go. So you basically just have to make sure all the pieces are tightened. So this is the Winky, the Winky armor. So I'm guessing, because the way it looks, you just... Oh, I guess that's it. It's a bit wonky, but yeah, that's it. Then for her butt. Yeah, there's the butt piece, 2 pegs. Yep. Here you go, done. All right, and yep, she's getting a bit wobbly, so I'm gonna take the stand. Alright. Okay. Next up, we do the arms. So this is the forearm piece here, which I will attempt to... This part is a shitty part. Well, all of the parts are shitty, but this part especially I hate. I don't know if it's... Oh, okay. That's not so bad. Oh, that's it. Okay, got it in. Yeah. I don't know why it was so difficult the first time I did it. But yeah, that's it. Could be wishful thinking, but Hopefully this one will go in as well. Again, you have to feel for it. I'm legit sweating right now. It just won't fucking go in. Okay, there we go. Just have to pinch it a bit. Straighten her out. Okay, done. Then we got the wrist part. So this. Okay, so this would be like this. Because there's a little thingy here, a little tab. Come on, camera, don't fuck with me today. Tab there. And there's a little tab here. So I'm assuming you line that shit up and it should be okay, and hypothetically, hopefully. There we go. Found the sweet spot. She's really getting the bouncing on this thing is just horrible, honestly. Okay. For the next one. I might take this whole segment out altogether. It seems to be like it's way longer than it should be. That's why I don't like doing these. That's why I don't do like Transformers and stuff like that. I do have some Transformer figures, but I don't like reviewing them because I have to do transformation shit like that. But yeah, it's secure. Yeah, okay, done. So next up we have our chest piece, which, you know, magnetics there, magnets there. So you just have to find that spot where it should. There we go. See, you just have to feel that snap. And these hoses here, it just, I don't know, it aligns to these things at her sides here. So you just, it doesn't really peg snugly, unfortunately, but them's the breaks. There you go. I guess that's how you do it. Then for her back, got this. So magnets. And you just have to fidget a bit until it's secure. There you go. And then these hoses are the same as the naked, what do you call it? Can you even see that? There, you just plug it in there. Oh dear. Just plug this shit here. Oh, that one's not really reaching. I can't really see because, oh, there we go. It's not even in. Idiot. Okay, done. Okay, that's the back and the fusion core. So we got the fusion core here. You just slide it. Done. She is coming along. And the shoulders are a no-brainer, honestly. It's magnetic, so you just have to, yeah, just have to find that spot. And once you find it, it's good to go. Yeah, you just have to wiggle it a bit. And finally, we just remove this. And put the final piece onto this fucking figure. There we go. And there you go. That's the very, very horribly planned out assembly of this figure. So let's take a whole look at how he looks like. She looks like, sorry. And finally, here's the T-60 in all its glory, in all its full armor, everything lit up and ready to go. And yeah, what can I say? This thing is a beast. This thing is inconceivable. The fact that they can basically take a game asset and make it real is insane. Now, some of the armor pieces, honestly, do have some gaps with the connectors and all that. You just have to really tighten it with what little strength you have, what little strength you're willing to give. I mean, you could see like here, you could see like a little tinge of gappage there, so I might have to press that a bit more. I mean, there are gaps everywhere, so you really have to pinch those things in really tight. And I would avoid you switching in and out of armor sets. Like, honestly, once you got it, don't touch it anymore, because this is a pretty old figure, and like mine, basically the ball peg in between the what do you say, the plug point basically deteriorated. So it goes to show that I think ThreeZero didn't use premium quality materials building this thing. So again, watch out for that. But in honesty, I mean, fucking hell, look at this thing. It is huge. I have absolutely no space for it, but I couldn't pass it up, honestly, because when am I going to see another ThreeZero Fallout figure? Like, never, honestly, in my opinion. But that's how it looks like. That's how she looks like. So let's take a closer look at this hulking she-beast. And here's a closer gander at the T-60 Fallout armor from ThreeZero. Just some nice close-ups for you guys. So I said this thing has some extenders. One time. Oh, there we go. It does have these weird extenders, so you could pose her holding the machine gun, but it doesn't really work for me, at least. But if you guys know how to do it, then that's cool. Look at that. Just gotta do some slow pans here. I mean, the armor pieces do cover up really well, honestly. And ThreeZero does sell armor pieces only, so all you have to do is just switch these things out and replace it with the new sets. Here's some sets here. I mean, the Nuka-Cola one is also a set. It's not really a real figure, it's just an armory set. But look at the detail. Look at all that. Look at the spiffy detail of all this. All the weathering and whatnot. Again, this figure does not stand well at all. So please, if you're thinking of getting him, her, or them, please invest in a stand. It will fall. It will fall. I mean, it's just not balanced well, you know, it will fall. You might get it balanced for a bit, but after 2 days, you'll find it on the floor and shatters. So just don't risk it. Just get a stand for it. Especially for what it's going for nowadays. You don't want to see this thing in pieces. So yeah. What do you guys think? I'm thinking of getting the I forgot what it's called, the Enclave one, the X40, and the Nuka-Cola one, if it's ever available here. I doubt it will be. I mean, it took me this long to get this guy. And this is a pretty old figure. A couple of years. Looks like tank treads. So yeah, that's a close-up of the ThreeZero T-60 power armor from Fallout 4. So let's try and find a place for him. So this is the only place I could find for her on my table, unfortunately, but I think it's okay. She has a spot there. I mean, I can't even fit her anywhere, honestly. She takes a lot of real estate because she's so hefty. So yeah, this is my first review assembling a figure in camera, and I don't think I'll do that again because it was very stressful. It was like I was ready, like this figure was gonna drop, this figure is gonna break on camera, and all this would be pointless. But it worked out, I guess, for the most part. So hopefully I'll find the other armor sets in the future. I mean, hey, it only took me 8 years to find this one. What's another 8 more years, right? But I'm really glad I found it. No regrets at all. This is something I always wanted to own, and I knew I would never own it because these things don't really sell here. These particular figures, there's no market for them. So you really have to order it from Bethesda or Big Bad Toy Store or whatever, like overseas, which is insane. So yeah, this is my little humble review over this figure. Hopefully it was okay for you guys. But with that being said, thanks for watching, thanks for the support and all that. I don't really ask for people to subscribe or all that. It was like, you want to subscribe, you go ahead. I'm just doing this for shits and giggles. So, see you in the next video, and as always, go get 'em.